On Star Search 92. That's a crying shame. I've been doing comedy 38 years, right? So I work for Royal Caribbean. Every time I go, they say, hey, man, what's your intro? I said, I don't care, man. Just tell them, hey, it's the next guy. Because it don't make no difference what your credits are. All people want to know is, are you funny at that particular moment? That's all that matters, right? You can have all these credits. You know, they say he's been on Johnny Carson 10 times, and he goes out there and bomb, and you be feeling like, well, dang, why he been on Johnny Carson so many times? And so when I go on the ship, they say, what's your intro? I just say, ladies and gentlemen, he's next. That's it. So there's no expectation. Well, tonight, I have no introduction. So, no. I know you don't know. See, this is my way of just trying to engage where you guys are. And it's amazing to me. You know what's really amazing? That I've been doing comedy for 38 years, and I get laughs everywhere but here. That's amazing to me. I go places, I get laughs. They be like, man, you the funniest. I come here, and I seem like I got to work. And then to rub it in, a couple years ago, I brought in the magician, a friend of mine, and he did 20 minutes, and you jokers gave him a standing ovation. They stood up, and I'm saying, it was just magic. It ain't even real. I'm up here telling some original jokes, and nobody did nothing. And I said, you know what? That's why. And people always ask me, say, when you preach, do you make jokes? I said, nope, I be preaching for real. You know why? Because y'all need it. That's why. I'm telling you something, man. You know what's I think this is the biggest compliment, but sometimes I don't know. I'll finish a message, and Roger will come to me and go, ain't nobody joining this week. And sometimes, you know, I be feeling like bad. I be like, well, Lord, how come I can't just write a message where people would just get excited? And then I realize sometimes when I look at some of this nonsense, the reason why the church is big is because it's nonsense. They give away stuff. And if I feel like if I got to give away stuff to get people to come in, I ain't going to do the job. So what are you saying, young preacher? I'm just trying to stall for some time to get some laughs so that the other people, when they come up, will know that y'all are engaged. That's what... He's a pastor, yeah, and he's a comedian. I go someplace and they go, you a pastor? I said, I'm a comedian pastor. They said, why do you put comedian first? I said, that's where I make the most money. I love pastoring, but man, hey, you got to turn the lock because I locked the door because I don't know them people out there. There you go. And when you come back in, lock the door, you know. Madonna be getting on me. She always locking the door. I said, I don't know them people. I ain't got no gun. What I'm going to do? Freeze! But I had a guy one time, he came to ASAW. You know, we like helping people. And young guy, he was married, and we had given him a T-shirt, but the T-shirt size that he gave me and what we made were two different sizes. So, and I knew the young guy. And I said, well, man, why don't you just follow me to my house because it's on your way out, and we will exchange the T-shirt. And you know, sometimes people look at pastors and they look at where they live or what they drive, and then they come to this assumption. And this young man did the same thing. He got to my house, and as soon as he walked in, he said, wow. And I said, comedy. This is comedy money. Now turn the light on. That's church money right there. That was church money right there, yeah. But the house is comedy. I've been in the house 30 years before I pastored the church because the church is 7 years old this week. And here's the significance about it. ASAW was not created or developed or formed, you know, because of a church split or somebody was mad or a Bible study that grew too big for the house. ASAW was created because as a member of churches, I'm telling you, I'm just going to be honest, sometimes I would sit in the congregation and be upset because I would feel like they would never tell us the truth. Like, I want the unadulterated truth. I mean, don't sugarcoat it for me because you're trying to protect the offering plate. Say what it is, and I get it. Because I did a little research, and I found out that 80% of all giving of churches is given by women. And then I went to the role of ASAW, and I realized that is true. So if I upset the women, this is our last Saturday. So, I mean, I be trying to be nice, but, man, the word is the word, man. You know, yeah, and I get upset. You know, people know what my passion is. My passion is for men to stand up so women can live in their essence. Yeah. You know, And I say some things, and then sometimes my friends will be, man, I don't know why you said that. And then people may be mad and all that stuff. You know, a couple of years ago, I said some stuff, and then my brother said some stuff. And, you know, it goes back and forth. Look, at the end of the day, whatever works in your relationship works. I'm good with that. But the word of God will always right the order. I feel like preaching right now. Feel like I could hoop right there if I had my organ player, but not enough money in the budget for him tonight, but he'll be here tomorrow. So if you want to see the organ player, you might want to come tomorrow. But I'm 60 years old now, and I'm 38 years in comedy. I'm 7 years in pastoring. And for some strange reason, as I was getting closer to what I consider retirement age, I was trying to figure out what kind of job could I do in retirement, you know, that I thought would be, you know, something that I could do just to get out the house. And my friend convinced me that I should sign up to be a substitute teacher. When you sign up for a substitute teaching job, they don't call you. There's an app, and you go to the app and you pick the assignment that you think you may want. And so I didn't know any better. It was my first time picking assignments, and I said to myself, well, I don't know what I'm in store for, so let me work my way up to high school. So I picked 3rd grade, elementary, 3rd grade. Because I said, surely Rodney Johnson, a military veteran, associate degree, college graduate, a professional comedian who raised about 5 kids and 4 guard kids and 3 kids over there and 2 that look like me and 2 that don't look like me. Surely I can handle 3rd grade. Surely I can handle 3rd grade. So I got to the school at 7 o'clock. The principal was so excited to meet me. And she said, this is your first time? I said, yeah. And then I should have known I was in trouble because I saw the secretary put her head down. And they told me they're going to take Miss Bassett class, and it's down the hall to the right. And so I walked through the halls, and I'm 6'4", and yeah, I'm at 290 pounds now. Don't feel bad. I'm all right. My numbers are good, and I don't know why. My numbers are good, but my weight is up. And I bike, I hike, I ride, but I don't know. But anyway, so I'm walking down, 6'4", 290 pounds, and I know I was intimidating because all the kids said, wow. I didn't know if I was a sumo wrestler to them, but I got to my class at 7:05. The kids got in at 7:25. At 8:43, they was taking me out on the stretcher. I had an oxygen mask on. That lady who put her head down said, I knew you weren't gonna make it. I said, what gave it away? She said, you was dressed for success. You should have came in battle fatigue, sir, and a t-shirt. You should have had grenades on your hip, a gun, and a clip. You should have had handcuffs because these jokers are crazy. I'm serious. I didn't know these kids were that bad. And I said, surely I can handle 3rd grade. Surely I can handle 3rd grade. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I had to take them to recess. And there was a lady across the hall. She's supposed to be my coach. If I get in trouble, she's supposed to help me out. And so I said, what time do I take him to recess? She said, you take him at 12:55, and they're out for 22 minutes. And then you bring them back in because they have to be back in by 2:07 to gather their things and go to the bus at 2:25. So I took them out, and it was 22 minutes. And I said, hey, y'all, come on, let's go. And they were like roaches when the light come on. And they scattered. And then I got like 3, but I had 22 kids. So I said, y'all don't move. And I even tried to do some of the stuff I did with my kids. Don't move and don't make me come look for you. And all that did was gave them ammunition to run away. So those 3 left. I found 7. Then I saw the other 5, and then 2 of them was up on the top of the swing. They not even swinging. I don't even know how they got up there. And all I'm thinking is, this job ain't paying but $150 a day. I'm definitely not going up there. So finally, right, I look at the time. It is now past my 22 minutes, and I realized that the only thing that's separating me from freedom and these kids is this playground. And so I took a corporate stance and said, keep playing. And they said, yeah, Mr. Johnson, you the nicest sub we ever had. I said, you daggone right, because we ain't going back into that classroom. 2 kids passed out from heat stroke. They said, why didn't you bring them in? I said, I couldn't control. I said, I got trauma, lady. I finally got all them kids back into the classroom. I don't know what bus they were supposed to go to because when the bell rang, I let them all out. They ran. I got in my car. I gave the lady my lips, and I left. She said, will you be back? I said, never. Never, never, never. But I'm so thankful for comedy, and I'm so thankful for the show that I have lined up tonight. I'm going to bring up this next comedian. He is listen, after the show is over, if you ever want to hear any stories about me as a young man, this guy has all the stories. We go way back. We the class of 1983. He was crazy when I met him. Let me tell you how crazy he was. Oh, no, I'm not going to bring you. Oh, bring you. See, don't be telling me what to do. First of all, he's smarter than me. That's first thing. I'm just going to tell that story, and then I'll bring you up. He's smarter than me. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I didn't even know you graduate according to your grade average. I didn't know. You know, like according to your GPA, that's how you graduate. Well, we had like 400 and I think 398 students in our class, and my number was 302. And so sometime when Wendell was talking to me, he would ask me about teachers. He said, hey, man, you remember Mr. Ajmani? I go, no, who's Mr. Ajmani? He said he was the calculus teacher. I said, bro, come on. Only teacher I had in high school was Mr. Mack. I had gospel choir, concert choir, barbershop quartet, concert choir. I had all choirs, a wood class, and 2 studies. So he did well, went to college, graduated. He's my friend. Put your hands together for Big Win, all the way from Greensboro, North Carolina. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I was born by the river in a little tent, oh, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know, no. Change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Y'all remember that song? Y'all remember that song meant something to you? When you first heard that song, you was young. And you heard all the old folks say, yeah, time is coming. Time is. Now you that old person. Oh, when that song came out, I was 177 pounds. Flat stomach. Muscles on my chest. I used to walk around A&T campus with a cut-off jersey so all the women could see my flat stomach. I would jog for no reason, jump for no reason, just flash for no reason. I wanted to put Aggie pride across my stomach in a tattoo. Can you imagine if I would have tattooed Aggie pride across my stomach, what it would look like now? If I lift my shirt up, it would say, ah, blah, blah. Oh, some of you ladies laughing when you were young and perky, walking around campus, cute as you want to be, with your hair asymmetrical cut. Oh, yeah, you was wearing 5-inch heels, lipsticks of different colors. Oh, I remember big hoop earrings with Nefertiti. Remember when you was small and perky? You didn't always have to have support. Remember then? Yeah, you decided to go get a tattoo of a little butterfly. And that butterfly gonna be real cute on your little perky self. But now you done have 4 children. You breastfed 3 of them. Now that perky little butterfly look like a bat. Just a change gonna come. Every man in here remember when they used to have their hair fried, dyed, and laid to the side. Now you looking in the mirror wondering what happened. I used to have a hairline. You wondered if you want to paint it. You want to sing the song, So Glow. But a change gonna come. It's all right if a change come and it hits you when you don't know it. I went somewhere and I travel a lot. And as a preacher and also a comedian, I'm like him. I started off preaching. He started off comedian. He told me to tell some jokes with him. Now I'm doing comedy. Now he preaching. I'm going to tell y'all, when I know I got 5 more minutes left, I'm going to tell you all about your pastor. I'm not going to leave out nothing because I had breakfast just now. You know that when you eat breakfast, everything counts. If you eat breakfast first thing in the morning knowing you got to go to your job, you can be late. Why? Because you ate breakfast. If you wanted to wash clothes, you knew you was going to wash clothes, but you decided not to fry chicken, you was going to eat some breakfast. Guess what? After you eat that breakfast, you're going to not wash them clothes. You see this couple right here? I watched them. I said to myself, she done got up 17 times. He got up twice. She got up, fixed his plate. He ate his plate. I guess he wanted some fruit. She got up and got the fruit. He ate the fruit. Then she wanted more water. He wanted more water. She got up and got some water. I said, he ain't got up for nothing. But now I see you got a bad foot. I was over there hating on you a little bit. Can I tell y'all, church folks, sometimes you got to wait for the answer before you start hating. I'm saying to myself, I'm handsome. I got a good job. I drive a fancy car. Ain't nobody make my plate. Nobody got me no fruit or no water. Why she ain't sat down yet? I'm almost saying to myself, I wonder how long they been together. She probably sick of him, but trying to do this in front of y'all. But as I walk around, I see you can't get up and walk. But I will say this to you, my brother. As soon as this foot get better, whatever she need, you better jump up and do it. You stuttered. She's reciprocating. That means doing it together. That to reciprocate. You know that? Your pastor don't know words like that. When I met your pastor, I used to go to a bigger school in Baltimore called Woodlawn. That was going to send me to the pros. My parents, who always had a tumultuous mean bad. A lot of things happen. They had a tumultuous relationship. They would go together, break up, go together, break up. So I had to keep choosing who I'm going to live with when they break up. So my parents decided in the 10th grade, when I'm in the 10th grade, they're going to go back together. So they moved into these nice apartments, gated community, in the area of Milford Mill High School. But I was at Woodlawn. I was about to be a star. We had red and white. It was W. Powell ready to go. So I had to go to Milford. So here I am, 1982, April 15th, the first of practice. So I show up at the field with my Woodlawn jersey, red and white. My name, W. Powell, on the jersey. Red sweatpants with a white line. And they were green and white. I walked in there, 161 pounds. What you say? What you say? And I'm sitting there on the front row of the bleachers. I hear a voice, and this is the truth. Who's this dude sitting in here with some Woodlawn stuff on? So I didn't even look back because I thought I was bad to the bone. So I heard him say it again. Who's this dude sitting here in our practice with some red and white on? I stood up, turned around, looked at all their faces to see who said it. And back then, he didn't have a tooth missing. So when he smiled at me with that tooth missing, I thought about them jail movies. So I said I would go off on him, but I don't know why that tooth missing. See, in Baltimore, if you got a tooth missing, you fight all the time. So when he said it was me, and I saw that tooth missing, I said, well, I ain't gonna fight in my jersey. And we've been friends ever since. But had I known that that tooth only meant he broke his tooth, because he couldn't fight. Every time I try to take him out in the streets with me, he kept telling me I would go, but you know my dad. We teenagers, we don't care nothing about our mom and our dad. Let's go drinking. No. Oh, I was that dude. Get in the car, turn the 8-track on. I'm an ever-rolling wheel without a destination. Oh, y'all were there too. I'm an ever-spinning top, whirling around till I drive. Oh, now what am I to do? My mind is in a whirlpool. I gotta sing it. Giving me a little hope. One small thing to cling to. You got me. Yes, sir. Next time y'all doing offering, y'all walk down. Oh, yes, sir. Those songs got plenty of you. That's why you saved now. Many of you are saved because of the songs you listened to in 1980s, 1970s. It's some songs you listen to. Huh? Yeah. And my love have come. Come on now. You see how she hold the heart? I just took her back. When she heard that, her whole body went into a wave. Come on, ain't that take? Woo! I know. You feel shame right now. My love has come along. She said, shut your mouth, boy. She thinking about Butch. Back in the day, there was a man named Butch. Oh, she know who Butch is. Butch got rusty hands and big knuckles. Butch takes the battery out the car without no pliers. Butch reach up under the sink and just take the pipe out and say, ain't nothing in here, girl. Butch got a little regular shirt with his cigarettes in the side pocket. That's Butch. Butch ain't got no 2 front teeth. And he loves saying words like, oh, terrific. Yes, indeed. As soon as Butch leaves, you go over there to that Capona set. You lift that needle up. You watching Butch leave out in that 71 Cutlass Supreme. She put that record on. She lowered that doggone needle on that thing. She closed up her gown. She look at Butch go out the door. Yes, I know how it is. But those days are gone. I understand. My love has come along. Now you try to change that to you singing about Jesus. But remember, as long as you can remember Butch, you got your mind right. There's some people in here right now. If I start singing a love song, you're going to think about somebody that you ain't with no more. So you got to act like you don't like the song. You don't want to reminisce. You trying to look at me right now without batting your eyes. You about to cry yourself doggone now. It's this. We in the house of God. Many of you think y'all act like y'all been saved all your lives. You don't remember what Crown Royal tastes like. You don't remember what gin and juice does to you. You act like soon as you wake up, you singing songs of Zion. But I stopped by to tell you, some of y'all, even when you're singing songs of Zion, some songs creep in your spirit. You know what I mean? Great is thy faithfulness, O Lord, unto thee. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. Let me hold you tight, if only for one night. Huh? That's Greensboro Coliseum. Oh, you remember when you, oh, I know it. You slipped up and testified. You shouldn't have testified. You said, Greensboro Coliseum, I remember where I was. I'm going to say this. I think my time up, because when I start sweating, my attitude changed. Because I ain't always been this big. And these used to be muscles. And now when I sweat, I meant to put something up under them to catch. But I came right in from Greensboro, and I feel like little roaches are running down my stomach right now. My breast is sweating. As soon as I started singing "At Last," something said something to me. I don't know. My spirit is, something's going on. Plus, when I'm a big fella, any big fellas in here, when you're walking around, things start happening to the body parts and your clothes, and I'm going to sit down. The more I walked, it seemed like when I got dressed in the hotel, oh, I wish I had a musician right here. When I put on my clothes, when I pulled up my undergarments, glory, 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 the waistband was right there. And as soon as I kept walking around, it seemed like, oh, just like the people in the upper room, they just kept rising. And right now, I feel like I got on a onesie because my waistband to my underwear is way up here. But I don't feel no wedgie in here. That means I really got on a pair of big drawers. And so next time y'all see a big man standing in the corner, singing a song and shaking his hand in his pocket, he ain't looking for his keys. He ain't counting his change. He pulling his drawers down. That's my time.
I put my hand in my pocket all the time. I ain't pulling mine. Hey, that's my good friend, Window, Big Wind Power. Y'all give him a nice round of applause. He actually telling the truth. We used to call him Cuddy Shark. That was his nickname. And I was telling Sister Perkins, and all of y'all know, I had a singing group, because, you know, usually the worst singer starts the group. And Window, it was called the Johnson Angelic Singers, and we got paid immediately. That's why I don't ever do nothing for free. Even then, tell them, Window, I used to get paid. I used to get paid. We used to have a little quartet, the barbershop quartet. I was the bass and everything. So anyway, put together this group. Johnson Angelic Singers was a gospel group. And Pastor, well, he's now Bishop Orlando Wilson was our keyboard player. And we had to sing, the song we sang for the talent show was Jesus is Love. Lionel Richie, right? It's my group. So I got a solo in my group. So Orlando was playing, he sang, Father, help your children, don't let them fall. You know, you go through all that, right? And then you go, teach them. So it gets to me to do my solo that I had worked out in rehearsal in private. But now there's 500 people there. And I really know I shouldn't be singing lead. I can be in the group. I can be like the guy in New Edition, Ronnie. Yeah, I can be Ronnie, but I should not be Johnny Gill. And so in front of everybody, Orlando plays the key, and it's my turn, and I freeze, and Wendell look at me, and Wendell take my lead, and then steal the show in my group. And we still friends. Now, oh yeah, he can sing. Oh, he can sing back there. Him, Karen Carrington, Orlando Wilson, Angel Carter. I had a group. I had like 6 people in my group. I had soprano. I had the whole group. You know. But anyway, the other thing about Wendell, y'all remember that time? I don't know when I preached it. I said it, but remember I was saying how listen. Let me just be honest with you. I believe we should honor both. I believe we should honor the man that gets up, and I believe we should honor the man we trying to get up. I really believe that. You know, the prodigal son, I believe when the son came home, we should have had a party for him, but the son that was there, we should have a party for him. So one time I was preaching. Remember I told y'all the story that the brother went to college, and then he graduated, and nobody came to the graduation. They had no party. And then his brother followed in his footsteps, and then when he graduated, nobody came to the graduation. Nobody had a party. But then when their cousin came home from prison, they had a 3-day block party. That's the guy right there. That's the guy. And him and his brother at the block party talking about, didn't we graduate from college? So anyway, he has a whole bunch of stories we've been doing. We've been high school and all that stuff, and he's true. That's true about him sitting there with the red on. And I'm like, who did dude? And then what he didn't tell y'all is that he sat in the middle. He was leaning over, had his legs wide open so he could block like 3 chairs, and didn't want nobody near him. And that's why we was in the back. Who the dude think he is? Coming on over here with his red on. And I did have a tooth missing. And listen, see, I forgot all about that. I had a tooth missing because when I was a kid, we used to play roller derby. Remember roller derby where you go around and you fight? And so I was playing roller derby, and I got through the roller derby block, and I was laughing, and then Gerald Jackson was in front of me, knocked me down, and I broke my tooth. And my mother wouldn't get my tooth fixed because she thought that if I didn't have a tooth and everybody saw that big gap, I would be quiet in school. That's why I never got it fixed. I didn't get it fixed until I got a job. But what she didn't know is that I've always had this confidence about myself. I talked even more with no tooth. But anyway, y'all know I've been talking my whole life. And I fell into a profession that allowed me to talk my whole life. And in my journeys, I have met a lot of people. I've worked with a lot of people. And sometimes I'm watching television, and I'll tell my wife, oh, I know that person, or I was on a show with that person, or I work with that person. Like Tyrese. I remember when Tyrese had the Coca-Cola commercial, we was on the show together, and I said, hey, man, you're the dude that was in the back of the bus. He said, yeah. So I was hosting the show. I let him get up and sing, and Ray J, Brandy's brother, I used to let him sing, and I was hosting the show one night, and I met the group called High Five out of Waco, Texas. She's playing hard. I knew them, so I knew a lot of people. And then I met some people that I really liked that I became friends with, and I connected. And they was always genuine. And because they were in front of me, they would always reach back and tell me some things. And tonight's performer is one of those guys that along the way, in my 38 years, every time I would bump into him, the first thing he would say is, hey, let's go get something to eat. And he would drop wisdom and nuggets on me and share information. And I said, man, it would be great if I could get you down here. He's the owner of a theater in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. He's been on television. He hosted the Ray Charles special. You might not know him, but you're going to know him tonight. And then when you Google him, you're going to say, I can't believe he came all the way to Villa Rica. Put your hands together for James Stevens III.
I was sitting over there, I'm like, that's Luther Vandross. Man, you're in the wrong profession. You need to be up there doing your thing. See, I'm like, this boy can sing, man. Not as good as me. But he can sing, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate people that can sing and sweat. He was sweating, and what I like about him too, he always talk about, he was honest. Wasn't he honest? He said he was sweating and felt like roaches was coming. And I was like sitting there like, that's an honest man that can sing. He can sing, can't he? I'm like, man, stop doing jokes, just sing. I wanted to just hear him sing off. He was sounding like everybody, wasn't he? He was singing. I was like, Sam Cooke. He was like, I was born by the... Not as good as you, but I'll sing you. But let me tell you something. But he was doing his thing, and then he was honest with his weight. He was rolling this stuff all in front of women's faces. I was standing here thinking, is this a church? I thought that there was going to be a disco ball coming. And Rodney going to tell me, man, I was kidding. This ain't no church. I'm not a pastor. Because, what in the world is this, man? So if he can do that, I can say anything I want to hear. This is Saturday. I'm sitting looking at this boy. I'm impressed with you. You want to go get something to eat after this? Oh, you already ate everything. Anyway. Are y'all okay? And then he said he's looking at people, he's observing people and stuff, and talking about the man's foot. I felt bad, bro. I felt bad for you. He was all up in your face, sweating. Roaches were coming down. I was standing here, I'm looking, I'm observing him. I didn't know what to do. I'm sitting over there. Is this a church? Because I'm so enamored. Enamored means, I'm up here talking to you people, and I'm thinking, like, I'm starting to turn into like Cosby the way I'm talking. Did you notice the way I'm explaining it to you? Sometimes I morph into, I was sitting in the dentist's chair. You go to the dentist's office, sit down, and the chair, you sit down, and you sit down, and you know when you get old, old people have to reach back to the chair because their butt turned into glass. So I was sitting in the dentist's chair. And the dentist comes down, he comes into, and then he puts the anesthesia in, and he put the anesthesia. He put the anesthesia in your middle. And then your lips, and then he wants to talk. He says, where are you from? I live in Love. Where? I live in. So by now you guys understand, when I came up here, I wasn't trying to talk about Luther, but he was impressive. Impressive means, you people, like Rodney said, you probably don't know me, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm old now. In February, I shot my Netflix special. The name, no. It was a Netflix special. I did it in February, and the title of my special is called This Old Man. Yes, because when I was in Hollywood, I was starred on TV shows with Jennifer Aniston, Dana Carvey, Whoopi Goldberg. I was popular. I was walking in the streets, people, hey, whoa. Now I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The only places I get recognized is Walgreens. I'm walking in Walgreens and people go, how's the liver? You know you're old when you finish making love to your wife and your knees hurt. She said, yours hurt? Yes, mine. Making love to an older woman now is just like praying over the food. And I like older women because if you go out with older women, at least you know you're going to get a sandwich. I love older women, but I don't trust older men. If I go in the restroom, there's an older man in there, I go 2 urinals down because they shake. Is this a church? I'm trying to figure this thing. I'm just trying to perform. I came here, Rodney know that he could not afford me. But he called me because he know that I love him. Because this morning when Rodney picked me, he picked me up at the airport and I says, I thought I was getting old until I saw you. I saw him because I looked, when I met Rodney, I was in my 20s. He was like this good-looking, tall, built like a god. You know what I'm saying? He was pow. He had this, he had his tooth fixed because he had a pretty smile. And he was like, man, you are so funny. I love you. And I'm like, who are you? He goes, I'm in Palmdale. I said, that's not even California. He was out there in the base. He was in the military guy. And he was like, yo, man, I'd like to get you to come and work my room. I said, okay. Is it a strip club? That's why I'm trying to figure out, is this a church? I'm still trying to figure out, is my friend, is he a pastor or a comedian? I have no idea. I have not seen this man. Is this a church? I'm looking around, I'm standing in the back, and I run into this beautiful woman. She's got to be like 20 years younger than him. She said, I'm his wife. I said, no. No wonder you got your teeth fixed. You got to be perfect for a woman like that. You see, that woman is beautiful. She's like an angel. No wonder you open a church. Because I already got an angel. I'm going to get, because see, that's what I need. I need a woman. You have a sister? She ain't got to be old, just 2 years younger than you. I mean, this woman, you see this woman, and I can't believe she's retired from the military. Oh my God. And then she married to Rodney. Rodney said, now I got health care for the rest of my life. I don't think he thought that I was listening when he said this. He told me this today. He goes, man, she's beautiful. And she's like, oh my God. I didn't believe him because I ain't never seen it with a good looking woman. And then I saw this woman in the back. I said, oh my gosh. And I was, who is this? I said, you must be the first lady. She said, yes, I am. So I'm so glad to be here. I'm sitting here because I've watched Bill Cosby sit in the chair and make people laugh. And I said, can I do this? And I don't know, y'all laughing. And because normally, see, because I come out singing, but someone stole my act. Rodney tried to set me up. Rodney probably like, I'm going to put my friend in front of James. Because, see, he knows that I can sing. Rodney knows, right? See? So he set me up. It's like Fat Apple. Hey, what we going to do? We're going to bring in a singer in front of James because he going to bomb because he can't sing as bad as my friend that can sing. And what you going to do? I'm going to sit in the corner. I'm just going to watch James bomb. He came out singing. I said, oh, my God, what am I going to do? This boy can sing. And then he pulled Luther off. I'm thinking, you should be doing a Luther tribute. That's what I thought. I'm going to bring you to my theater and have you do Luther. I can't pay you, though. I'm just like Rodney. My theater is transitioning to a church. It's amazing how the God works on you. I couldn't book Luther before, but if I turn it into a church, I get him for free. I was riding with another one of Rodney's friends. Rodney didn't tell me this. I thought the man was a comedian. I thought that he was you. He picked me up. We're riding in the car. I'm talking about Richard Pryor, people I was hanging out with, Eddie Murphy. He's sitting there like, he's a comedian. He goes, yeah, I got you. I bet that's where it was fun. It was fun. Then to get here, he goes, I said, so when you going up? He says, I ain't no comedian. I do accounting. I was like, oh my God. I told him all business. He said, that's okay. It's good though. He goes, it's good for me to learn. I was telling him about Richard Pryor when I was a part of an alumni of comedians, like some of the greatest comedians in the world. And I was a young comedian then. Coming into the Comedy Store, you guys got to understand, you walk into a place for being a country boy, from, you know what I'm saying? And you walk into this place, and there on stage is Robin Williams. Robin Williams was on stage in front of me. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, no. Oh, I'm like, Eddie Murphy was sitting right there. Now this is good. Look at me. I'm going deep in the camera. Look at me. No, Jimmy left what? Jimmy. Y'all don't understand. Red Fox will come through. Oh, son, I sleep with my red ring on the wrong finger because I married the wrong damn woman. Yeah, I said damn. I don't know whether or not this is a church or not. People always say if it's in the Bible, just y'all remember that I'm transitioning. Rodney and I had conversations, Rodney and I have conversations about me and my ministry, seriously. And Rodney, I said, Rodney, you think I could do it? He said, man, go ahead. I said, but I'm old. You know, you're old when you can't see the numbers on your credit card. And then you start blaming it on Capital One. You in there trying to order stuff, you can't see it. Honey, Capital One. I ordered 40 pair of women's shoes, but I wore every single pair. I'm saying this because you got to understand. I hope that you people, this is 2025. If Moses walked in here right now, he'll take the tablets and break them across his life. He don't understand the world's changed so fast. He said, God, what are you doing to me? I don't even have a pronoun. Do you have a pronoun? You don't know what you are? See, look at old people don't know. Old people don't care. You got to be a he, she, you don't know. I was in San Francisco with my grandson in one of them really highfalutin restaurants. And he, you know, in those restaurants, they don't have the thing on there. He said, Papa, I don't know what I am. I said, son, you're her. Just walk in. You don't know. When I was growing up, look at this little boy over there. He don't know. It's hard on these children. You imagine going to the door where you used to see a guy with 2 legs, and now there's nothing there. You don't know. You really don't. The children got to come up with this. I believe the children. That's the song that Whitney Houston did. Yeah, George Benson and Whitney Houston. Yeah, and now you, Luther. And everybody looking at me now, they trying to see I'm going to sing. I told you, I ain't got to prove myself. I said it, that's the truth. Standing up here in this half church, half a mall. 16 churches in here. You think they having something? Uncle, as soon as I leave here, I'm going to that church over there. This is good. Then Rodney told me, he said, man, I have my church on Saturday. Are you Seventh-day Adventist? I guess it don't really matter as long as you're serving God. That's right. As long as you get your one day in, that's okay. Exactly. I'm telling you. Are you okay, sir? Because you looking at me like you trying to figure me out. What's going on? He's like, he look at me like, where'd you get this boy from? Now, in my life, even the white lady likes me. I can see her now going to Rodney. Goes, he was wonderful. Absolutely. Right. So refreshing. Rodney, he's a wonderful guy. Speaks perfect English. Nice. I love that. I really love that. I mean, even though I did like Bernie Mac was one of my favorites, but he's good. This young man here. You like Bernie, huh? You like Bernie? Let me tell you something, you crazy white woman coming here, the crazy. Don't come in, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm talking a crazy man. Look at that little girl talking about he wants some milk and cookies. Is that good? Well, my show in Myrtle Beach is called The Man of 1,000 Voices because I do a lot of voices. I started doing voices when I was a kid. First impression I ever did was the cowardly lion from The Wizard of Oz. Met this little girl looked like you. She was on the playground, and I had to do my impression of the cowardly lion. I wanted to impress her, so I saw her, and I went, open your head. On the weekend we'll go swimming. I must with all the woman. I thought I impressed her, so this dude jumped in front of me and goes, we represent the lollipop kiss. I said, how do you go to restaurant? He goes, follow the yellow brick road. I performed for 3, you're looking at a walking testimony, and so I'm glad he invited me. 5 years ago, you know, way them doctors, they can say stuff, but they're not God, and they said I would be dead in 5 years. Because I had cancer, and he said I was going to be dead in 5 years if I don't do the right thing. I went in the car, and I sat with God, and I said, Lord, is this my way out? Is this it? Because if this is, let your will be done. I said, I love you so much. Thank you, God. I've played for kings and queens, the White House, Carnegie Hall, the Grand Ole Opry. Thank you, God. And I appreciate you. And that's all he expects of us. Praise him in the good, in the bad. Praise him in season, out season. Love him. Like that great psalmist said, he's mine and I'm his. It doesn't matter what I did. He only sees me for who I am. So I rang the bell about 2 years ago. That was just one attack. Then my wife left me. See what I'm saying? See where the devil can come? I felt like Job. I said, what's next? Just cleaning up my closet. Because God is doing great things in my life. I was just telling my friend Rodney, I was like, Lord, and we talked, I told him, I said, bro, you don't know what you did for me. Man, that boy called me up and he talked to me and encouraged me. I cried. I was crying. I cried day after day. I was crying because I said, Lord, what am I going to do? I got this theater I'm paying. It's not like this big fancy place. $10,000 a month. Lord, where is that money going to come from? Because when she left, she took everything with her. Not to be negative on my wife, ex-wife, I guess I could say ex. I'm happy for her. I'm so proud of her. Thank you, Jesus. Lord, I just thank you for taking away that headache. I mean, you got to understand that Moses didn't make it to the promised land. I had a vision. You got to have a vision. I had a vision board. I created my theater to be a church. I did. So guess what? 2 days ago, I told him. I didn't know what I was going to do and how I was going to do it. But I believe God. Rodney called me, talked to me. He said, you can get this done. These people came in. Man, when the church come in, they come in blazing. They had their own accountant. They had a notary public. They just here. They put the paper down, had these big gold things, and they said, sign here, sign here, sign here. And I'm looking, and because they said, don't worry, you're going to be here now. Your legacy will be here for another 3 years. They said, you know what we're going to do for you? They said, don't. We're going to pay all your bills. You don't have to cry no more. Maybe that's why you brought me here. Maybe I got to tell my testimony. They said, you don't have to pay no bills. No bills. But you can still perform here, and all the money you make go to you. Right, I tell you. The truth is powerful. Because I'm not going to come up here and just do this, because I know who I am and whom I belong to. I know I'm supposed to be coming here to do some comedy for y'all. Sometimes comedy can be a little uncomfortable. Ryan didn't tell you about that. We were in Alaska, and I hadn't seen my friend in a long time. And sometimes we meet in Alaska, and like his ship was down here. I was performing on the ship. He's performing on the ship. So we meet, and we go eat. We came off the ship, and I said, hey, what's up? He goes, man, I hate this comedy. I'm telling you, I'm looking like, this is the guy, fun, loving, doing this thing, killing. He kills every time. They love him to death. He goes, I can't stand it. I can't stand this job. I'd rather be home driving trucks with my wife. He did. And I didn't believe it. That's before he started the church. Yes, that was before he started the church. And I'm so proud of him. Because this tells me what God can do. This tells me that this is a man who stepped out on faith and not by sight. And that's what it's all about. Romans 12:2 said, not to be conformed to this world, but transformed by the renewing of your mind. You got to do that. And you got to have that faith. Romans 12:3 says he gives everyone a measure of faith. So let me get back to my regular scheduled program. Rodney told me he only wanted me to do 35 minutes. He knows that I will do 36. You see where he was like this? He said 7:02, and then you're going to eat the waffles, and then this guy's going to come up. He's going to do his thing, and then he goes, look, I'm not going to be here all night. I ain't got time for this. That's what he told me. And I was watching the way he was running this room. Please, he was ignoring his pretty wife walking around. I was over here talking to his wife. I'm going to go, you going to be okay? He's doing what he's doing. Let him do it. Just the first lady. All right. So, are you ready for my singing now? And yeah, I was just joking. I can't help sing you by myself. But see, I do voices. So I can do like 10 voices to your one. I had a group of women come down, because I get buses coming from all over the country to Myrtle Beach to see me perform. And yeah, the Man of 1,000 Voices. And there was like bus loads of women. Now you guys got to understand that when I first went on Apollo with Moses, that's how long it's been. You remember when that woman used to jump up in the front? And my mother's an old black lady she's 97 years old. She said, baby, you go on that show, you do Al Green, it's over. So I went on Apollo. Sinbad brought me up. And so I did my Al Green. She was standing there. I was so scared because it was my first time. So I went, love and happiness. Something that'll make you do wrong and She had my leg by then. She had my leg already. I looked down, I went, I started at this song about you. And then I decided, that's just a little taste. When I get a lot of women in the room, you really want to get them because I see what you do. You want to do Eddie Levert. You do Eddie Levert, bro, it's over. I see these women, I see them looking at me, and I go, just let me make the, oh, okay. Because this is a church, half mall, I can't do it all. And I was on tour with Eddie Levert. And then the younger girls, they like Gerald. Gerald was on it. It was a father and son tour. Father and son tour, I was opening. And Gerald came out when he saw the young girl. He goes, do you remember playing on the swing and doing silly things that lovers do? Oh, they went crazy. And everybody was screaming like, oh my God, why do they sound so much alike? The mom came out on stage. I guess you've got, are y'all getting these jokes? When I was growing up as a kid, my mom used to come in my room and said, don't make me slap the black off of you. I used to look at the other kids in our family and see when I should have done this before. There's no way my mom could slap that black off anyone. She would have everyone in the neighborhood go, slap me, I'm going on a job interview. One guy was so black, she had to hit him 5 times. Are y'all getting these jokes? So I performed for 3 different presidents in my lifetime. For this poor man, this poor boy there. Because I was the youngest of 7. I had 7 kids, and I did a TED Talk. I talk about it. 7 children. I'm the youngest of 7, okay? And I had to wear hand-me-downs to school. I had 6 sisters. So I showed up to school the first day with a skirt on. The teacher said, what's up? I said, we're Scottish. That's right. So almost time we go. Is this piano on? Let me do it. I performed for President Barack Obama, President Clinton, and President Ronald Reagan. So I was a part of the Say No to Drugs program with Ronald Reagan. I got 5 minutes, I'm out. I was part of the Say No to Drugs with Ronald Reagan. And we were in Atlantic City High School. And these kids were so rough, they were 40-year-old seniors. They couldn't even come. And I'm telling you, Ronnie comes in, and I'm thinking, there's no way he's going to get these black kids to love him. He get out of the limo. I'm telling you, the wind is blowing. Not a strand of his hair was moving. But if you look at the skin on the side of his neck, it was going like this in the wind. So Ronald Reagan comes up. He's like this. He sees us. I'm in front of him. He goes, well, I can't rap or I can't sing. You know, drugs is not my thing. He knew he had him. Kids went crazy. He looked at me and went, Chaka Khan. Then I got to perform for Barack. I performed for Barack Obama, and all my white liberal friends in Los Angeles would go, aren't you proud to be performing for the first African-American president? I said, nope. He's half black and he's half white. So white people take responsibility for your half. I'm still waiting for my stimulus check, I'm telling you. I don't think he was the first black president because, I mean, seriously, he was in the White House for 8 years, and the police was never called. Come on, people. 8 years, all that money and power. Okay, so you know who the first white president was. Bill Clinton. Look at us, you know it. Bill Clinton was in the White House for 8 years. The police was called 47 times. He didn't care. He would go talk to the police. Well, you know what? We're smoking, but we're not inhaling. I'll tell y'all guys, I just love you. I love me some black women. So I'm going to get on the piano if it's working. It's on. I'm going to take you guys out and do a couple little things on the piano. When I went to undergrad at Georgetown University, I went to law school at the University of Washington. I started a foundation for children. I've raised over $1 million for kids and scholarships. I should walk down on the floor because I'm old. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I got to walk around. Yeah, because, I can't jump down there. I'm too old. I almost broke my hip doing that right there. So we're going to go home on this right here. I'll do a couple little things for you guys. If you guys want me back again, riding, they got to pay full price. I'm giving you guys the mall price. Ryan, it's not on. I don't see no lights. He was blinded by the light. Huh? It timed out? Can you play? No. Oh. I thought you was in the choir and all that other stuff. You were in the choir. You were faking. You right, though. Okay, you play a little bit. Let me just play just a little and I'm out of y'all hair, okay? I won't be long. How many times have I heard that before? So you understand, I was the first guy to bring Jamie Foxx on stage. Yeah, I was up for the movie Ray. Now, you know what? Ever since he got that part of me, I'm thinking, I should have never brought that man on stage. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, all right, here we go. So I do a one-man show at my theater. I do Lionel Richie. So since you like Lionel Richie, let's see, can I do this? And I say, hello, I'm Lionel Richie. Lady. Morning just a moment away. And I'm with, after I say it 3 times, I sound just like him. Now check this out. I sounded like him the first time? Yeah. Tell me only this. Oh my God, you gotta come to Myrtle Beach. Oh, you like it? You want another one? How about this? This is good. Wait. How about it? I'll take you back to the Commodores. Show me a river. No, y'all ain't paying for that. Y'all ain't paying for all this stuff. This is good stuff right here. Okay. I'm truly, you know you're alright with. Oh my God. Wait. Okay, you ready? You ready for this one? Been alone with you inside my mind. Hello, I'm Lionel Richie. And in my dreams I've kissed. Man, I sell all my t-shirts at my theater. And then we got a good Christian group, I do this. Help you. Man, you better get that teeth.
Help your children.
Don't let them fall by the sides
of the road. Teach them.
Come on, somebody.
To love one
another. Come on, somebody. I'm Lionel Richie.
Come
on, somebody.
A place in their heart. Jesus is love.
Okay, sit down. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna get off the stage now. Now, I was adopted by, to make the white folk feel comfortable. I was adopted by white people. So you can get the check. School teachers. And so that's why, my favorite music in the world is country and western. Okay, here you go. This is just for you too. They pour me another cup, and there's the best in the land. If I put
a nickel in the jukebox, and then we're gonna play the truck driving man. Y'all want to hear one more? It don't make no difference, they all sound just alike.
I keep my fly wide open all the time. All right. How would it have been if all black music was country, like Snoop Doggy Dogg?
Snoop Doggy Dogg. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Come on. I got my mind on my money and my money on my dang old mind. I'm sipping on gin and juice. Hell, I'm sipping on gin and juice. Well, with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Get doggy, 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 doggy. Yeah, thank you, I'm out.
I mean, they stand up for everybody, man.
No, they don't. No, you did well.
You know what? I don't make you do what you do, but you want to for you that. You know what I'm saying? Who taught you how to do that? You know what I'm saying? To the right.
You know what? I don't understand why you do this to me, boy. Every time I come here and try to do something for you, Mary, you know what? And I said, Rodney, why are you trying to do that to me? She give me money.
So thank you. God bless y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thought I came to do comedy, but I guess I came to share my testimony.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And yes, it really is a church. It is a church. James Stevens III. Y'all give him a nice round of applause. I told y'all I have some good and talented friends, and we got some dessert. It's in the back, it's in the freezer, it's at the top. But before we go, I want one of my friends to just say something because they came a long way. She always gives me grief. You're gonna speak. You do all that talking when I come up there to Pittsburgh. You're gonna say something to the people. She's 93 years old. I don't know, just give us a comment or something.
Why? He always wants me to say something. But he doesn't listen, honey. Look at this tall, handsome brother. You right about that? He's one of the few people that came to Pittsburgh to see us, I'm telling you. And we had a ball. And I'm going to tell you what happened. He was so pleasant. He was so understanding. And his mouth was opened all the time. Because we both had to say something to one another. And it was so good that I just want to let you know, the audience like you, there was a gentleman standing over at this table, and he couldn't leave. He came over to see him, not me. He addressed him because he was a male, and he forgot that I was a female. But I was the show, not him. No, don't take this microphone. I'm going over here now. No way. You ain't chasing me around. See what I mean? No. Stand still, saith the Lord.
I was looking for some biblical encouragement or something to close the night. Sit down. But I don't know if y'all remember when I flew out of here one day to go to perform at her 90th. And I'm going to tell y'all something. For her to be 93, I think somebody changed her birth certificate because she act like she's 60. And Sister Evans be trying to keep up with her. But I am thankful for everybody with the music. I'm so thankful for everybody that has come out. That's my cousin. This is my family. This is my cousin, Queen. That is my cousin. Family members, and you know my sister, and then you know the Wrights, and then Linda, and then you got Cynthia, and then we have Ron and Pauline and the Kellys and my boy Keevy and Ron and his crew, and this is one of my good friends. This is my financial advisor. We talk about real estate. This is Keith and Janice. And then we got Miss Stone and her man, because he been hanging in there, and we glad you been hanging in there. And then we got the Perkins, and then we got the Penix, and then we got my friend Boo, she's a singer too. And then we got all these people here. I am so thankful that my wife is in the back. Oh, there's Debrosia, then my youngest daughter. I call them all mine. Now, I don't know what they call me, but I call them all mine. People that be asking, how many kids you have? I claim everybody. The kids, the grandkids, the stepkids, the god kids. I claim all the kids. Matter of fact, I claim some of y'all. You should see my tax bill. Huh? What? Oh, you want to close it out in prayer? Okay, come on. Say something and close out in prayer. You know, you can't let a preacher do nothing. You got to say something. So thankful for everybody, Sister Maxine and her group of friends, everybody that's here, Kelly, my boy Kelly Cole, and my friend Jane, and my good friend Mike Tony. This is my buddy from Baltimore, and he comes down for the last couple years. And when we first started the church and I needed some donations, he was the first guy that gave. When I sent out that text message, everybody thought that I was joking, but he was the guy who came through. So you want to say something to him, and then you want to close in prayer? Okay.
Yeah, I was just going to come up because this is my first time coming up. I feel shame, but I perform so much, but it's the first time actually being here at his church. I always knew, because he was on the phone with me telling me he was going to start a church. So when Rodney says something, you just say, oh, okay, because you know he's going to do it. And then when he said, man, I got 5 members, and I'm so happy with my 5. And I knew it's going to grow. So I'm just here to tell you, man, I'm proud of you. Yeah, we all came a long way, and keep telling the truth. Yeah, don't candy coat it, because then the wrong people gonna start coming in the doors, and they're gonna also ask for a key. So be careful. So I don't need to be the one praying out, but I can. So he telling me pray, because he on a time thing. He don't care about the Lord right now. He's like, y'all get your...
Father God, we're so thankful for everyone that's come out. I ask that you would enjoy the dessert. God bless you. See you tomorrow, and be safe. The dessert is in the freezer. I'm going to go set some of it out.